With the Hero5 Session, GoPro seems intent on not repeating the mistakes it made with the previous Hero4 version. The new model is both more capable and more affordable, but the higher-end Hero5 Black still maintains a wealth of features that help set it apart. So the question is this new Session a real hero, or is it more of a sidekick? First, the good news. The new Session is a much better value than the original. While the Hero4 Session came out at a staggering $400, the same price as the more capable Hero4 Silver, the Hero5 Session is just $300, and its specs appear to put it nearly neck and neck with the $400 Hero5 Black. It has 4K video, voice control, digital stabilization, and a fully waterproof body without the need for an extra case. It also supports GoPro's ProTune feature, which lets you take more control over the exposure settings. This all sounds great, but it's important to examine these specs a little more closely. The Hero5 Session is essentially built on Hero4 era tech, with a 10 megapixel sensor and consumer-grade low-light performance, compared to the newer 12 megapixel unit in the Hero5 Black with professional-grade low-light performance. Whatever that means, you can expect higher image quality from the Hero5 Black. It also supports faster frame rates, with Full HD 1080p going all the way up to 120 frames per second, which is great for slow motion, whereas the Session is limited to 80 frames per second in Full HD. And as for still photography, the Hero5 Black can also shoot RAW files, whereas the Session is limited to compressed JPEGs. The major benefit of the Session, of course, is its small size, which makes it easier to mount in tight spaces. Its low profile helps it go unnoticed, and you'll easily forget it's there, which is a really good thing. Since there's no room for an LCD monitor, you're more or less required to use GoPro's Capture app on your phone to set up the camera. Fortunately, Capture is one of the best apps we've ever used from a camera manufacturer. Once everything is set, it's easy enough to control the Session. A single press of the record button will power it on and start recording, but you can also use voice control to use commands like GoPro, start recording. In practice, this worked well in quiet environments, but you'll really have to yell at it to get it to listen to you if you're in the middle of an activity with wind rushing all around you.
GoPro, stop recording. GoPro, stop recording. GoPro, stop recording.
We also like GoPro's implementation of digital image stabilization. It strikes a good balance between maintaining sharpness and stabilizing rough footage. That is to say, it doesn't take the most aggressive approach, so riding your bike down a cobblestone street will still look like a bumpy ride. But on the other hand, the image quality looks really good. Unfortunately, the Hero5 Session's audio quality leaves much to be desired. When standing still, it's fine but not great, and when moving, the overly aggressive wind noise reduction makes it sound like you're underwater. Sure, it cancels out excessive wind noise, but it's a bit distracting as the results just don't sound natural. Overall, the Hero5 Session is a great little action camera, but the experience is marred somewhat by the poor audio. Now, this camera has been out for a while, and many users report not having any issues with the audio whatsoever, so maybe there is some room for debate here. Regardless, when it comes to video, the Hero5 Session is really, really good, and there's little not to love about it.